We're just outside of Las Vegas at the Shelby Automobiles factory. Yep, Shelby as in Carroll Shelby. Now, if you think about letters and numbers like 300SL or Ferrari GTO or maybe 911S, you know that those stand for famous, iconic cars. Well, we're here today to look at another one. It's called a GT350. Take a look.
Before our sneak peek at Shelby's latest creation, we were lucky enough to get a behind-the-scenes look at the factory where each GT350 starts its life. Our tour began at Shelby's museum, a space filled with Shelby cars and memorabilia from over the years. Tucked away in one corner was perhaps the most interesting car in the collection, a blue Cobra dubbed CSX 2000, otherwise known as the One. The One as in the very first Shelby Cobra ever made, a car considered by many to be the most valuable sports car in the world. Nice. From the museum, we moved deeper into the facility to a room that Shelby guys call the Snake Pit. It's here that Shelby's trained technicians construct replicas of the original Cobra. Each car is built to order and handmade. Customers are able to build their dream Cobra by selecting from a seemingly limitless combination of motors, body shells, chassis and suspension components, and colors. On our way to the design studio where we'd finally meet the new GT350, we got a glimpse at the heart of Shelby's business, and of course, that means Mustangs. Besides producing a handful of Mustangs for Ford, a large part of Shelby's business is customizing Mustangs that customers bring into the shop. Our final stop, the design studio, where we scanned walls filled with sketches of yet-to-be-released Shelby products. Good stuff on the way.
We've shown you the building, we've given you the tour, but this is the real reason we're here.
Shelby fanatics have waited more than 4 decades for a new GT350, and now they finally have one. Why did it take so long for Shelby to resurrect the storied GT350 moniker? According to the man himself, it was the long-awaited 5-liter twin-cam all-aluminum V8 that just made its debut in the 2011 Mustang GT. Shelby didn't want to develop a GT350 based on the existing 4.6-liter models, only to have to rework the entire package later for the impending 5.0. But now that the 5.0 is finally here, the GT350 was finally able to get the green light. Visually, the car is stunning, a perfect, modern reinterpretation of the original 1960s car. Everything that isn't made of metal has been scrapped and redone. Front and rear fascias, grille, rocker panels, hood, bumpers, and badging. An aggressive front splitter dominates the fascia, while the brushed aluminum grille surround pays homage to the 1967-68 Shelby Mustang. Blank-off plates replace the rear quarter windows, although customers will have the choice of leaving the glass intact if they so desire. The front fascia and rocker intakes provide functional brake cooling. The Shelby team developed a new rear wing, lower fascia, and black finished deck lid filler panel that softens several of those cuts and angles, making the whole tail look more cohesive. Giant Borla polished exhaust tips protrude from the center of the fascia, recalling the 69-70 Shelby. Performance-wise, the GT350 is upgraded over a standard car in almost every respect. Under the hood, atop the all-new 5.0, is a Whipple supercharger from Ford Racing. Although official numbers haven't yet been released, you figure a 25 to 35% boost in horsepower over the stock 5.0's already potent 412 horsepower, you're looking at a possible output of 515 to maybe 556 horsepower. Additional improvements include upgraded struts, springs, shocks, and anti-roll bars, all from Ford Racing parts bins that are calibrated to be about 30% stiffer than the stock Mustang setup. Bear provides the 6-piston front calipers, and the factory rear rotors are replaced with larger units. Of course, what would a visit to the Shelby factory be without talking to Carroll Shelby himself? We asked Shelby about the GT350 and the future direction of his company, and here's what he had to say.
We've come full circle on one product, the GT350. When Icoca asked me to do one 45 years ago, I told him that I didn't think you could make a mule outrun a racehorse. and I didn't want to do it. He insisted. We put it together, and it turned out to be a big success as far as the company was concerned back then. I want to leave the electric and the green vehicles to the people that are making that their business today, and I'm not going to change our little company. Right now, we're coming out with another GT350. And that's what I mean by saying we've gone full circle. All the people involved have done a commendable job, a wonderful job of bringing it to what it should be 45 years later. And it's not going to be something that runs on a bunch of lithium-ion batteries. It's going to be something that runs on the latest technology that Ford has as far as the new 5-liter engine is concerned. I'm looking forward to building a few thousand of those and see if it'll get the same kind of attention and the same kind of sales that we got many, many years ago with the original GT350 that I didn't want to build in the first place.